This is a special report of the Ohio Ram Show.
Thank you, Greg, for that introduction. And we have with us here Heather Poskevich for this special report on the tour of Central Iowa. Heather, thanks for being with us.
Thanks for having me.
This was the very first of the tour of Central Iowa, I believe, wasn't it?
Correct. Yep.
Just give us a little brief rundown of what all was involved with this.
So this is the first multi-surface RAM qualifying event. And again, it's its inaugural year. It's hosted by the Relentless directors, which a lot of you know, Sarah Cooper, Steve Fuller, Dory Jansma. They do a lot of races for our community, and all their events are dynamite. So they actually had multiple distances. This one obviously was the Man 380. It's in honor of John Mann, who I had the pleasure of racing with in 2019 for Iowa Wind and Rock, which was my first over 24-hour ultra event. But this event in particular was about 70% gravel, 30% pavement, kind of sprinkled throughout the route. There was one 50-mile section that was all pavement, which became kind of a logistical fun aspect for those of us who chose supported. So you could either race this supported or unsupported. Unsupported, you're on one bike. You have to make all your own meals and stops, etc. A lot of the gas stations are closed overnight, so they had drop bag points for those racers. And then for those of us who chose supported, which was myself, I think there were only 2 unsupported racers. I could have a crew, but that crew could only meet me at various points along the course. And then it was intervals of anywhere from 15 to 40 miles where you were then on your own until you could meet your crew again and get more nutrition or light swaps, things like that. So it was a little different than what we're used to with, traditional full supported road racing.
And I believe for RAM qualification, they did extend the time allowed that because of the gravel and what have you.
It was a 10-mile-an-hour average, so we had 38 hours to finish the race.
38 hours to cover 380 miles. And I need to apologize because in one of my reports, I indicated it was gravel, and I knew better because I talked to Sarah and I knew it was 70-30, but here, see the gray hair? I forget things. Well, Heather, I need to say this because I didn't want you to have to tell on yourself. You were the overall grand champion winner of the 380. Is that correct?
Yep.
Did it again. We had you on way back when you did it for the HooDoo 500 a few years ago. 3 years ago now, isn't it? So, well, congratulations on that. What was your time?
I finished in 28 hours and 50 minutes.
8 hours, 50 minutes, which is substantially above the 10. You know what the average speed was then?
Sadly, I'd actually have to look.
Have to figure it out. Well, okay, that's fine. That's a great, you are one of those people who we've been looking for a long time, women that was going to come in and start shaking up the whole system. And I see that Sarah kind of had a different name for the champion winner, and I think that's a good thing. I think our races, Heather, we're going to have a men's winner, a women's winner, and an overall winner, and have those 3 categories.
It's kind of starting to shake out that way, and
it's shaking out that way, and I think it's so exciting for what's happening. Tell me, what's next on your agenda?
I'm actually taking a little bit of time off for the rest of the season. I'm not sure that I'm going to do a whole lot except kind of ride for fun. And I'm still always the mental battle trying to figure out what I want to do with myself the following season. So I don't have a plan quite solidified yet.
Let's see. Let me write that down. Ride for fun.
Mm-hmm.
That's a new concept I hadn't run into before.
These big races, between trying to juggle work and do the training for this, I don't want to come to these events half-baked. So I put a lot of effort into my training, and it's just a lot. So
yeah,
I value my family and the choice they make. And
thank you for being with us, Heather. And we want you to keep in touch as you do this and that. We'll be watching for other great things from you in the future. Thank you so much.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
This is Gregory Zuber, thanking you for watching and sharing.
Music by Kevin MacLeod.